Hello and welcome to the TB demo. So this is a quick demo to showcase our TB treatment software. So it basically ensures that all the patients which are registered in the system, they take their TB dosage on time. In case there are any missed dosages by the patient, then all these missed dosages are tracked and appropriate action is taken. So that's how the monitoring and adherence to TB treatment takes place. So let me give you some basic features of the system. So it's cloud-based solution and it's mobile phone based. So the health worker uses a mobile phone for recording the dosage intake, and he can use a simple Java based phone or an Android phone to record the dosage intake. Then each and every patient is monitored individually within the system, so that every patient has his own record and has his own schedule. And consistent with the data collection platform, the whole system works offline. So let me give you a brief background. And this is the workflow diagram which takes care of adding the patient to the system. So basically the registering of the patient to the system, and it follows the RNTCP protocol. So the first thing is add patient. Here we enter some basic demographic details of the patient, including the mobile number. Then the next thing is the TB lab register, where some lab test information is filled in, including sputum test results. And then the data moves to the TB register, where some final details like the treatment start date and the dot worker who will be assigned to the patient, they are filled in. Then once the TB treatment start date is filled in, then the system takes over and he creates a complete schedule for the patient. So the treatment workflow is started on the patient, and this is how the complete registration process takes place within the system. So let me show how it works. So let me move to the login screen for the dashboard. And this is the login screen. So I'll log in as a dot worker. So this is how the TB dashboard looks like. The first thing we have to do is add patient. So let me click on it. So this is the add patient form, where I'll quickly fill in some important demographic details for the patient. So let me just fill in. We have anonymized the patient name, so we only fill in the initials. So the mobile number for the patient is most important for sending reminder SMSs. And lastly, I'll enter the TB facility name, and that's it. I save the data and my data has been saved. Now it moves to the TB lab register. Now let me go to the next page. Yes, this is the data that we just entered. So let me click on it and open this. So I'll have to enter some lab details here in this form. So let me fill in some lab details. This is the date of test done. The sputum test details have to be entered here, so it's very important. And the HIV test details, and we can also enter some remarks here in case we want to. So that's it. I'll save this form, and the form has been saved, and now the data has moved further to the TB register. So I'll click on it. So let me move to the next page and let me open this data which has been copied here. This is the most important one, the final one in the TB registration, the TB treatment start date is most important. So this is the date when the patient starts with the TB treatment and the category, and then the dot worker who's going to be assigned to the patient, and that's it. We save. Now the registration process has been completed for the patient, and the patient is already started on a treatment workflow. This is the everyday workflow that happens. So the system fires the work item for the patient and it waits for 16 hours. If in case within the 16 hours the dosage is not uploaded, then the system fires a missed dosage event. And in case within those 16 hours the dot worker uploads the correct data saying the dosage has been taken, then the system fires dosage taken task. So this is how the everyday workflow works like. Quick background about the visit authentication code. So it's a code which is sent to the patient in form of an SMS. So the SMS is received by the patient. Then the patient visits the dot worker and tells the dot worker what the visit authentication code is. Then the dot worker enters the correct WAC into his mobile phone and uploads the data, and hence the visit is authenticated. This is to ensure the genuineness and the fact that the patient and the dot worker actually met. So let me now move to the report. So here I have a report for a patient with the MRD number 22714, and as you can see today's date, which is 15th February, there's no data for that. There's no dosage information for that. So now I'll move to the emulator. So this is how the emulator looks like. It's the basic Java based phone. And when I launch the application, I get the login screen, so I can enter the dot worker login details. Click on OK. So this is my main study, and I have these forms which are assigned to me. So the dosage intake form is the most important one amongst these. So let me quickly download the work items assigned for today. So it says work item downloaded, and let me go inside that. So the MRD number 22714 has been downloaded. So I'll enter the visit authentication code. It's come to me through an SMS, so I'll enter the correct visit authentication code. So suppose I'd entered wrong, it would have shown an error. So now I'll enter the dosage taken, and now I'll save the form. So the form has been saved. Now let me upload the data. Now the data has been uploaded successfully. Let me move back to the report. So now I'll refresh and I'll move to the appropriate page. So when I move down, you can see for 15 Feb, the dosage taken has come up. So that's it for the demo. Let me move back to the presentation and talk about the benefits of the system. One of the various benefits of the system is its highly scalable solution. And we can easily track the dot worker and even the patients remotely. So the supervisor can be anywhere and they can track. The data is available near real time for the adherence, and most importantly, this workflow system can be adapted to other treatment monitoring, so any other disease can be taken care of. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let us know your feedback on the demo. Thank you.